And let's have a house full of good people, contracted to act for the people. If you want to take money out of politics, take away that one focus point of where all the money is focused. The division door. When them puppets walk through, yes or no. How many of them are getting paid every time they do that by some private lobbyist? And we wonder how we got corruption and money in Parliament. Well, I tell you now, if those puppets had to walk through the door that you told them to walk through, they're useless to any lobbyist, they're useless to any corporation, because on their own they could not change a bloody thing. And if they changed a thing against your will, then you sack them and you get a new honest Johnny. That's how you clean up politics. You must grow up from this, oh, I've just elected somebody and I can just wander around like a child for the rest of my life now, whilst they create all kinds of fuckeries. And it doesn't matter, because, you know what I mean, I'm only here for a few more years anyway, and what the hell, you know what I mean, I'll be long in the grave before a lot of that shit comes through, you know. Look at it, look at Sellafield now. It's a fucking disgrace. I reckon there should be a moratorium on all the nuclear industry until they find out how to clean it up. Until they can give us concrete ways and say to us, yeah, it's being cleaned. Then we shouldn't create any more. We should be sending our leading scientists in the field over to Fukushima and up to Chernobyl. Not only to help them solve them problems, but to learn from them problems. We're all mad. Every fucking one of us. No, detractors against direct governance of the people, by the people, say that rabid left, right, or the loony left gain control of the conversation. And I sat and thought about that, and you know, I thought, well, who would regularly attend these meetings? You know, because at the end of the day, each representative is going to have to use the government website for their constituency to hold round table meetings with the constituents. Now you say, well, yeah, there's thousands of constituents in each one. Well, yeah, but only people who have an interest in the topic that's being discussed will sit through the debate. Most of us won't bother, you know. There's many topics of conversation that we can go through, but like some take our fancy and others just don't, do they? Come on. You know, whatever floats your boat. But for each topic, there'll be specialists. There'll be, you know, who are the socially conscious of this country, you know, besides the activists. There's doctors, the lawyers, you know, good people. They would be encouraged to be at these meetings, because at the end of the day, what we need for the next 5 years is for the people to stand on their own 2 feet, make the decisions for this country, to allow the police and the judiciary into the party system, to examine it, to see if it's fit for purpose, or to find out, as I believe, that they're criminal organisations and should therefore be disbanded. You know? This is where we are. We have an MP come on Max Kaiser's show. God bless Max Kaiser. Sterling job, mate. But anyway, he comes on and Max puts to him like, why are you allowing all of this corruption in the City of London? You know it's going on. Why are you allowing it? And the MP turns around and says, why should we kill the goose that lays the golden egg? You know what I mean? That's admitting that they're allowing the corruption. They know what's happening. But it's bad for GDP to do anything about it. Hang on. Right. Well, I'll deal with personal interest now, just in case you think I'm out for something here. No, I'm not standing for election. No, I'm not going to be a part of the cooperative as such. I will come and help anybody to set this up who is honest and wants to see change in this country. I have nothing more to gain out of this than you. Okay? If we can install a decent set of honest Johns in that house who put the questions to us, the people, 63, 64 million of us now, we can truly find out what the people of this country think, what they want for their children, instead of being dictated to by this or that liar. Yeah? Most of the things that's happened to us over the last 5 years from Parliament, we never even knew what they're going to do. They never said none of it in an electioneering 5 years ago. They just fucking wham you with it. It's like, oh, here you are. But we're not going to do it now, we're going to do it in 2 years' time. So, you get angry now because you've heard it, and then you calm down, you forget it, you go back to work and you got life and everything. And before you know it, 2 years has gone by like that, and you're dealing with another tax, or another loss of your freedoms. They say, well, we told you 2 years ago.
That's how it works.
Now, this is the unfortunate state of our nation. Now, I'm only giving an idea. That's all I've got to offer. I sit in my shed as an anarchist who cannot deal with this corporate greed and shite in this topsy-turvy world any longer. So I created my own little haven away from it, and I make little bits and pieces, you know. If I can make a living like that and keep myself to myself and cause no harm to others, then I might be able to deal and live with you a little longer. But it disgusts me. To my very core, it disgusts me. And I know there's many, many, many of you out there who feel the same. Well, it's you I'm talking to. There was 15.3, 15.4 million in this country who didn't vote at the last election because I believe it's not through apathy, but because there was nobody decent to vote for. Well, if that happened again this time round, and every one of you, and these are the real people I'm talking to, it's not the Labour voter or the Tory voter, the hell would be indeed. There's like 15 million. Just to recap, the hailstones on the tin roof. It's a bit louder than you shouting. There we are. I got nothing more to gain from this than you, and I will, you know, spend every effort I've got from now till May to actually see this come to fruition. I can't do it alone. You know, any right-minded person out there, any honest person out there, who knows as I do that we live in a sad, sad democracy. And it's our duty to this nation to do something about it. If the opportunity arises and we can do it peacefully, then it's our duty. This is why for the 5 years just gone, I've been concentrating on this. Those war criminals must be brought to book. And we cannot do that. They will not bring them to book. They will protect them, and they will keep this war on terrorism going. And I tell you now, you vote another one of those criminal organisations in again, and they will take you to war. I don't care if it's the left or the right, they will take you to war. Maybe not you, but maybe your children will get with you. Is that what we want? Is this the future? It doesn't have to be. This is what I'm saying. It don't have to be if we use the numbers. You know, look at Occupy. We are the 99%. I thought that idea went around the world. I saw a post from Antarctica. Occupy the South Pole. Absolutely fucking brilliant. This you I'm talking to. You. Get involved. You know? Pressure Occupy to take it on the course. Start a cooperative. Draw up a contract. Now, if you want to know how you can publicise this, how you can get others to vote for Honest John, well, for the past 5 years, you've been showing them on Facebook, on Twitter, every misdeed, whether it be a paddock from the Chancellor, £500,000, wasn't it? You know, you've got the news on. Just replay it to the people. You know, say, hey up, look at this lying cunt. Look what he's just done in the last 5 years. You know, look at his voting record.
And remember,
you know, who's paid him? How many of those Tories have got shares in health firms which are now making a bundle from our health service? Is that what you want? You want more of the same? Social media has crossed the one barrier that has stopped us, the people, from taking the decisions for ourselves in this country. Because before then there was too many voices, so we had to pick a representative who would speak for us, and we had to trust them for 4 or 5 years